All right, it's a good time for a health update. This will be a longer video, so the short and sweet of it, for those of you that don't want to listen to the details. Tests are pending. I've got one booked for the 20th of this month. I've got two more that I'm waiting for dates. Otherwise, that's the simple version. Otherwise, there's lots going on. Regular life, still working, still getting ready for the knife show next weekend. Shout out Goderich, August 15th, Knights of Clemenceau, Great Lakes Custom Knife Show. Pickles are ready. Hoping to have a couple of more blades ready for display. But yeah, lots on the go there. On the back burner, or for me more the very front burner, was in London yesterday. Had another follow-up at the heart failure clinic, and right now, like I said, I've got some tests pending. Essentially, I'm dealing with the top of the top in terms of cardiac health in North America. I've got the head of the heart transplant unit on my team. My cardiac surgeon he's a pioneer. He's the aorta guy in North America. He's done quite a few firsts in terms of repairs, replacement. Very fortunate to have the team that I do. And we're basically pulling on a thread to see if there's anything left to unravel. So what seems to be going on, there's a lot of things going on. My right ventricle seems to be failing, so it is getting weaker. As a byproduct of that, it's not supplying my lungs with enough blood to oxygenate. So I go for a cardiac pulmonary exercise test on the 20th to try to determine how big of a role that function of my heart is playing in terms of my breathing and things like that. So I'll find my VO2 max. I'll find just some other stats that are a little bit more advanced than a standard stress test. I've got a CT pending. I haven't got a date. Basically, we're trying to figure out, one, how big of a role is my heart playing in my breathing? Two, what's going on in my aorta? The pressures across my aortic valve are approaching what they were back in 2017 before my last heart surgery. So there's a few factors playing into that for sure. And again, the transesophageal echocardiogram is kind of hopefully going to give us a better idea of what's going on there. There seems to be stenosis. Now it's kind of a question of what's type of stenosis, what's it from, and then also, I have a rather large AV fistula. So it's now 21 years old. It's been in use for a long time. For context, generally speaking, fistulas last around 8 to 12 years. So mine is not only exceptionally older than most, it's also fucking massive. So that has been great in terms of treatment access for me and reliability and things like that over time. A secondary something that goes along with fistulas is the excessive venous pressure that it puts into the heart. So one thing that can play a role in in aortic gradients is the pressure that's added on from the AV fistula. So in most patients that aren't me, one thing they would generally do is close the fistula, and that has varying degrees of success. It can decrease the pressures across the aorta, decrease the overall load on the heart, which then in turn helps the body function and oxygenate the blood and all that stuff. So that is not the case for me. Most people can get a central line to have an alternative option to a fistula. I already went down that path as a kid, burned that option out. I developed complete superior vena cava occlusion by the time I was 9. And so mid-COVID, I went through a long year and a half of trying to figure out if I had another option for treatment, and I don't. So this fistula is kind of my last leg in terms of access for my cholesterol stuff. And as a byproduct of that, it's just sort of the cost of doing business now with the excessive load on my heart. And if it is indeed progressively beginning to fail, that's just something that I'm going to have to navigate with regardless. So, yeah, the interventional radiology stuff I've been doing with is honestly been going pretty well. I've got a 12th time booked in, I think it's November. And yeah, that's just kind of a side step to everything going on. But those procedures also have been helping to decrease the venous load in my upper body and also in turn my heart. So overall net positive from those. However, they just don't last more than a few weeks, and so hence the repetitive nature that they have turned out to be. But yeah, that's kind of a nutshell what's going on. My heart surgeon has been reintroduced to my cardiac team, and basically once I get these next 3 tests done, the results are accumulated. Both he and my other cardiac team are going to essentially just evaluate and see if there's any options for me in terms of intervention. So we'll find out. I don't have any answers right now. From where I'm sitting here today, there isn't anything that seems to be, yeah, we're pulling on the thread regardless because we need to know for sure. And then, or I definitely feel I need to know, just it makes some difference in terms of how I prioritize things and decision making day to day and all those kinds of things. So the next couple of months, I'll get that information together, and yeah, I mean, I'll share as I know. But for now, this week marks the 25th anniversary for me in London Hospital for my treatment there. I believe I am the longest running patient definitely in the unit. I have more treatments than probably everybody else combined. So neat milestone happening there. I don't know if I'll have some type of celebration, but I'm going to hope that it's not an excessively loud day and I can take a bit of a nap at some point over the 6 hours that I'm in bed. Otherwise, we've got a busy week ahead. Knife show coming up in a week. And yeah, like I said, the 20th, I've got this CPET and a couple of other tests pending. So as I know information, I'll share it. And for now, well, enjoying the sunshine between the clouds. And honestly, the sunshine is surprisingly bright after the thunderstorms today. So had some pretty neat downpours earlier on. And, you know, life is good. So always remember, you're more resilient than you realize, more capable than you think. And I appreciate anyone who's still watching this long ass video. And well, I'll see you out there.